This is Protter on Politics, August 10th, 2024. The race has changed. A Kamala Harris rally has just finished in Nevada. This is a state map, 272win.com. This is commercially supported. Here are the local election results in my district where I live here in Missouri. I am going to go through an electoral map state by state. It's going to start with Wisconsin. I left a little bit of B-roll at the beginning in order to talk about this. If you like this content, please comment, like, subscribe. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm not here to make money. I'm not going to get enough followers or subscribers to make money. I'm just here to give a different kind of analysis. I'm going to try and do it in under 10 minutes, possibly under 5 minutes. But what you're going to see as I go through the map what's been changing. New New York Times polls and another poll, which I can't remember the name of right now, have come out showing a 4-point Harris lead in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. In spite of the kerfuffle over the Gaza war in Detroit a few days ago, a confrontational meeting between Harris and Hamas supporters who are out to destroy the state of Israel, she maintained party unity in a unique way, which I think bodes well to a possible presidency. She quieted down the dissenters and said, look, if you want Donald Trump in office, continue disrupting this meeting. You see, I've just flipped Wisconsin and Michigan and Pennsylvania switching. They're both showing out of the margin of error 4% leads for Kamala Harris here. That's the three top states in blue: Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, all light blue. I made Illinois strong blue because Illinois is not going to be lost. These are state results that I just looked at. Okay, I'm flipping New Mexico now to strong blue because it is strong blue. There. Now I'm doing Arizona, which is going to be barely blue, light blue, which is under 3, which means just outside the margin of error. Doing Nevada, the emotional response to Harris was amazing in Nevada. I watched a few minutes of it. I was taking care of some health needs and listened to it, and just the sound. I've listened to the same stump speech about 12 times now in the past week, and it doesn't change. There's Georgia going light blue. Georgia has gotten out of the margin of error. There is now a 3 or 4% Kamala Harris lead in Georgia at this moment. So you see, the electoral count has gone to 319. If the election were held today, and it's not held today, there's going to be a debate on September 10th. All the pollsters are predicting that this rise of Harris, this Harris honeymoon is going to end, but it hasn't ended yet. There I go, making Washington or Oregon. So you see the electoral map 319 to 226 for the Republicans. Kamala Harris is hitting it on all cylinders. I was very impressed with the way she handled the Palestinian demonstrators in Michigan. Her stump speech is just not boring. Governor Walz of Minnesota is incredible. Nobody knows him, and he's favorable. And he says, concerning women's reproductive rights, quite simply, mind your own damn business. The Republican Party wants to make the government just small enough to fit in a women's examining room or in a couple's bedroom. And frankly, I think that is outrageous. There is something in the air. All the pundits are now saying Harris's rise is going to stop. Maybe it's not going to stop until after the convention, 2 weeks of the convention. She's going to give an interview. Somehow Donald Trump's going to find a way to slow her down. That's the conventional wisdom, because this country is very divided, and admittedly, all the polls show that Trump's base is very, very, very energized in his favor. But I'm feeling an excitement in the air. The happy warriors have changed American politics, possibly more than Barack Obama, possibly more than they've been changed in the past 100 years. They're out there on the campaign trail. They're taking criticism. They're having fun. Donald Trump raises the walls record in the military. He served 24 years in the National Guard. It deflects it with a couple of sentences and then gets back on her agenda. She doesn't go point by point. She doesn't go blow for blow. She just brushes it aside and talks about the fact that both Walz and J.D. Vance have honorable military records, and anybody that served deserves our praise. Walz has a great record on Veterans Affairs in the Congress. He's hitting on all cylinders. So I know that logic says it has to stop, but Donald Trump has been dumbfounded. He's campaigning once a week. I don't know why everybody's pointing it out. Let him golf. Let him not campaign. He's going to come back on the campaign trail after the Democratic convention. Then we'll be in the 72 to 73 day range on the end of the election. He's dumbfounded. He's attacked her on race and raised his negatives. He attacked the Georgia Secretary of State and governor, raised his negatives just as the state flipped from leaning Republican to slightly Harris Walz. Everything he does comes out wrong. Americans, after 9 years, almost 10 years of Donald Trump, are maybe getting tired of his style. He makes up criticism. He makes up facts. Facts that don't agree with me, I don't care. I'm going to say what I want. Well, take a look at the electoral map. I'll put it back up again, or at least a portion of it at the end of this video. I am actually doing editing on this video. Isn't it amazing? I think something has changed. I feel an excitement that I have not felt in my 59 years of life in the American electoral system. There is a real excitement in the air, and it might not stop. It'll slow down. Trump's base is 35%, super strong, and his base, 88% of his base, is still just as behind him as is Harris's base. But where it matters, the middle of America, however small it may seem, it's growing and expanding. Intentional turnout is rising. The numbers are saying that the undecideds, the people in the middle, the people that don't follow politics 24/7, 365. My wife says I have to slow down. I'm talking too fast. She's not here, but she's telling me that. She told me that. She reviewed one of my videos. My wife is 1/6 of my subscriber base now, and she is reviewing my recordings now. So I got to be careful for her because she's hopefully coming to visit me soon. There is an excitement in the air that I have not felt in my whole life. Even Reagan, 1984, which was a known and advanced landslide. If America is tired of Trump and Harris and Walz stay as the happy warriors and they have fun being criticized and deflecting the criticism, it's something new. You don't have to be mean to bring down your opponents. You just can point out their behavior. Trump is mean. Trump is nasty. Trump is saying now that Kamala Harris has not done a sit-down interview because she's too stupid. She's not stupid. Donald Trump has, in the past few days, challenged her to 3 more debates. Why? Because he knows he's losing. You don't ask for debates if you're winning, not if you're Donald Trump. So something is happening, and it may turn into a landslide the other way. Now, I don't know what polls, they're not even elections, or let's talk elections. Nobody is saying that this is going to go into a landslide for the Democrats, but I will predict now that it is at least possible. I haven't even endorsed yet. I'm not fully gotten behind Harris. I want to know what her Israel policy is, specifically on weapons to Israel. Israel needs weapons to survive in that neighborhood. Iran has surrounded them and has caused a lot of trouble. So I need to know that policy before I vote, but I can't see me voting for Donald Trump. But I tell you, comparing campaign styles, I like Harris's better. I'm tired of Trump's, tired of the lies, I'm tired of being mean. She's tough. He's tough. They put sharp criticisms up of Donald Trump. They also put up the standard Democratic lies like he's going to end democracy, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's going to happen. If either of these people was elected, their term will end on the 20th of January 2029. And if it's Donald Trump who's in office by some miracle circumstance I can't understand, He'll walk out of the White House and someone else will take over because the American democracy is stronger than Donald Trump. Any Democrat that says differently is using scare tactics, and that is shameful. So my prediction is landslide Democrats possible, and the polls are continuing to shift day by day in Democrats' favor toward Kamala Harris. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm paranoid about that last name. If you like this content, please hit subscribe. If you don't like this content, please hit subscribe anyway. We need to reduce my mother and my wife from 1/3 of my subscribers to 25% of my subscribers. That requires 2 of you hit the subscribe button. So hit it now. Hit it now. It won't hurt that much. It won't hurt for very long. It didn't hurt my Republican friends to vote Cory Bush out of office by taking a Democratic ballot and voting in the primary last Tuesday. It doesn't hurt to hit the subscribe button and say, hey, Protter, you're doing an okay job. I like your punditry.